Welcome back, fam. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I know you're having a wonderful day. We're back with another Divine Alignment Light Code message. And you better be taking care of yourself. Learn as much as you can about who you are, why we're here on the planet at this time, and what can you do to get in a greater alignment with yourself and the universe within you so you can get the thing, get the results that you desire in your life. You know what I'm saying? And so you can have that inner and outer balance, okay? So we all been lied to on a mass level, and it's okay. So we got to unlearn all the lies and relearn our own personal truth, okay? So at the end of the day, guys, it's always, about just being the greatest version of ourselves and just learning something new each and every day to build those new brain cells, okay? So we're back with another Divine Alignment message, okay? So today it's all about expanding your relationship, tapping into that inner connection, dealing with oracles, okay? So if you're new to the channel, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And just to let you know, it's all about unity consciousness. Basically, the messages from the universe or source within you. This means basically you are your own universe. So I'm here to remind you of your greatness, and it's time for each and every one of us to take full responsibility and accountability for our actions. We can no longer blame our parents, God, the devil, whoever you want to blame. We got to take the matters in our own hands, okay? It's all about cause and effect, okay? So I'm only a messenger. So I'm here to remind you of your greatness and let you know you got this. We all been played. It's okay, all right? So again, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you. And the only reason you are gravitating to these presentations is because you received the call from the universe and your call to adventure. It's time to get things going. It's time to level up, okay? So what's going to happen is the universe is going to line up the right people, place, and event to support your growth, okay? So you know that, hey, each and every one of us have our own individual life path and purpose that we have to fulfill. If not, we're going to have to be on recycle and do this stuff all over again. Ain't nobody got time for that, okay? So far, so good. You've been lining yourself up. You've been trusting your own inner voice, your own energy. You've been working with, Mother Nature and the big mama universe, okay, right? And your input is going to equal your output, okay? So it's all about cause and effect, that yin and yang, deal, right? Good side and not so good side. So you basically been tying everything together. And so what's going to happen is on your own hero's journey reflection, okay, the universe is going to line you up with people just like myself, sharing their true ups and downs, the things that work, the things that don't work, and the things that also help me, level up on my hero's journey. I made a lot of mistakes, but through those mistakes, it gave me a lot of experience, and that the experience made me wise, and I was able to tie all these things together so I can share my true ups and downs with you guys, okay? But so I'm just letting you know, you're going to make some mistakes, but you still got to grow through your own personal transformation atonement process so you can become wise too, all right? So it's all full of, your hero's journey is full of, lessons and tests, but you got all the tools that you need, okay? You got this, okay? So today, guys, we're going to, continue building this inner connection so it can manifest in your outer reality, okay? So today it's all about tapping into this inner connection, dealing with some oracles. So I like to give you my key points and my takeaways. I'm gonna get you out of here, okay? So underneath all the layers, this is what you are. You are a divine light being, your true self. And you see the connection here. The universe love to let you know what level you're on to see what your vibration is, okay? So this is your hero's journey. And so when you come here in manifestation, you come through the womb of your mother, right? That portal, that divine portal. Your mom and father, linked up together to create you. And here you are today. And so on your hero's journey, you got that spiritual side, material side. You got 360 degrees over here, but you get that 720, and that's going to lead to your 9, which is completion, right? So at the end of the day, on your hero's journey, again, it's all about getting that knowledge. With that knowledge, you got to put that knowledge to practice and give you some experience, right? And through repetition and figure out, what's your own individual sweet spot for you to figure out what works best, it's going to make you wise. And you'll be able to tie all these things together so you can have that inner outer balance. That way you can have that divine union, right? And this right here stands for your quality of life. It's going to change when you get that inner balance first. I hope that makes sense, right? So today, guys, these are a few things I want to, put in your toolbox to get you on your, get you going on your path that you can really apply and get some results in your life, okay? But you got to test things out for yourself. So these are some tools that I've personally used, not the I Ching. I've been, testing out all the different, the signs and symbol aspect of it, not physically messing with it per se. But when it comes to the coins and the bibliomancy, man, I've been doing this for forever. Okay, so let's go ahead and start it off right. So the principle of truth are 7. He or she who knows the understandingly possess the magic key, before whose touch of all doors of the temple fly open, and the temple is your mind. Okay, and so these are the 7 hermetic principles I've been telling you guys about. I've been preaching this stuff, and I've been sharing my experience with them too, and I go more into detail in another presentation. So we have mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, right, gender. And then to tap into your heart chakra. These are your core values to life, all right? To keep you, on the goal in that heart chakra at least, right? And so Ma'at, these are the 7 principles of Ma'at. Ma'at is the ancient system of morals and values that's going to help, guide your thought and behavior on your hero's journey. I hope that makes sense, right? So we have truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, order, and harmony, right? So your next, the world is equally divided between good and evil per se. So your next move will tilt the scale in either direction. So either you're here to lift people up and to add value in their life, or you're here to tear them down or distract them because you don't know what your purpose and your mission is. So instead of, letting them grow, you rather, hold them down because you don't want to be by yourself. Right? Who does that, right? So, but anyway, lift people up, share your knowledge and wisdom with people. Don't leave them stuck. So with all being said here, the man who has been taught by the Holy Spirit will be the seer rather than the scholar. The difference is that the scholar sees and the seer sees through, right? You see through all the BS, the lies, and it's time to unlearn and relearn. And that is a mighty difference indeed, right? So in the eyes of a seer, every leaf of a tree is a page of the holy book and contains divine revelation. That's why I say when you tap into yourself, you'll be able to, get a message from anything. From a heartbeat. Okay, so the energies of the energy our divination tools hold when we use them is the energy that infuses or dilutes or amplifies the results, the answers that we receive. So pay attention to that, okay guys? So there's cycles and seasons of life. The same day you plant the seed isn't the same day you eat the fruit. Remember that. But it's all about having that proper intent and just daily repetition. And you're going to figure out over time what works and what doesn't work for you. All right. So it's time to, balance off your polarities, raise your kundalini energy, stay in that present moment so you can be in that vortex with your higher selves. Okay. So it's, leaving that devilish self and raising yourself up to your true self, or your Christ self, your true self, your God self. And that way you can get some stronger message from the divine mind of the all. Okay. So the master sees beyond what is obvious. He sees the unseen, feels the unfelt, hears the unheard. He looks below the surface for what is hidden, and so finds the great heartbeat of the universe. He smiles knowing his heartbeat, your heartbeat, and our heartbeat, right? So at the end of the day, guys, nature is an endless combination of repetition of very few laws that I've been discussing. These 7 hermetic principles, right? And she hums the old well-known air through innumerable variations. Okay, so put these, even if you don't know anything about these 7 hermetic principles, apply them in your life and test things out. All right, before you know it, you'll find a sweet spot. Okay, so you can gain all the material items, they're gonna come and go, but knowledge itself is more important and longer lasting. I promise you. If you don't learn anything else from what I've been sharing with you guys, please start incorporating these 7 hermetic principles. I mean, these are lifesavers. You will gladly thank me later. All right, and so there's a good side, not so good side to everything. It's all about balancing your polarities. There's a divine masculine, right, and a divine feminine energy. But there's also that neutral ground, so you can have that sweet spot and that balance in your life, okay? So when things are not going right, it's okay. You need to go the opposite direction. So if you don't have any money, or money is avoiding you, that means you need to learn about money. Something is wrong in your money process with your own personal economics. So what I found out in my experience being in the military and managing, quite a bit of money, people lack the knowledge of money. What is money? How does it work? You know what I'm saying? And how can I, amplify the money in my life? And how can I help people learn about money so they can get some money? That's what I do, right? And that's what you should do too. So, all I'm saying is, learn about the thing or give more of the thing that you lack. All right, so if you lack love, give more love. All right, so on your hero's journey, please look into Dolo the Pilot Man on YouTube. If you want to learn more about, astrology, this is the man right here. It's quite a few more people, but this person in particular, he'll take you on a journey. Okay, so these are my takeaways when it comes to Oracle, guys. I'm gonna get you guys out of here. So oracles show the will of the divine through signs, symbol, patterns, and numbers and cards. So let me plug this up because I don't want to lose my connection here. All right, through numbers, cards, and through other random patterns. Okay, these patterns are interpreted by the person asking the question or by the seer, which is you, right? So oracles allow you to communicate with the unseen, to get specific advice or other communication from specific beings. You know what I'm saying? So your guardian angel may use oracle as a tool or a means to communicate with you through apparent coincidence. Remember, there are no accidental coincidence. Everything is happening in divine order within you. So basically, this is your way of your higher self, you and your higher self, to interface in your reality. So please be open to receiving these messages. Okay, the universe is contacting you all day, every day. Okay, so please be open to receive these messages. And all of this is taken from, before I read this book, these are my personal experience. That's why I'm able to articulate it so fluently, I guess is that the word, right? But again, this guy Denny Sargent, man, I gotta give him his flower. He did the work. Okay, so this is taken from chapter 5, okay, and Your Guardian Angels and You by Denny Sargent. Okay, all right, these are my 8 takeaways. So many, number one, many different religions use the oracle to help them make decisions. Okay, you got Buddhists use the oracle or this I Ching method that we talked about earlier. Christian uses the Bible to search for a solution of verses, right? And so even if you feel uncomfortable with psychic science, this is a science here, believe it or not. Oracles can help you with communicating with your own personal guardian angel, your inner frequencies and energies. Okay, so don't let nobody get over on you. Okay, and it's going to help you connect to divine interconnection with source. 3. Now, as you test out different modes of communication, use what works best for you. So, certain things work good for me, it may not work for you. That's why it's important for you to test things out, okay? So, you will need a starting point at least. So at least, it's all about setting your intent, and the universe love when you test out different things. It's all about being artistic in your creativity. So you realize that your bond will get stronger as you grow testing things out. And the universe going to be like, about time, man. What you been waiting on? Let's get this thing going, right? So number 4, there's no limit to what you can use as tools for getting messages from your inner self. They're having that inner outer, communication, so to speak. So simply asking your angels for recommendations, you can do that too. You will be led to the next step, but you gotta take action. Do a quick Google search, and keep searching. What intuitively you will be led to the next step. So it's all about having that awareness and staying in the present moment. Okay, guys. Number 5, your guardian angel sees everything from a higher perspective and want nothing but the best for you and want to help your butt level up. Okay, so trust your angel and your own energies. So at the end of the day, all you got to do is ask the right question and it shall be provided. But most importantly, why I see people fall short at, they don't take action. You know what I'm saying? So stop holding on to these dreams and your gifts and unwrap that thing so we can see what you're working with. Okay, so as we close this thing out, let's talk about a couple methods and modes or methods, and we'll talk about more in our next presentation. So bibliomancy, right? This is a simple and practical way here to get message from your higher self, having an inner outer experience here. So please have an open mind, and you can use any book to get this, and I've been doing this since I was super young. Okay, all right. So but most important, you got to set your intent, close your eyes, and think of your question. Really think. You got to be clear. You know how you do a Google search, like a keyword search? That's how you got to do your subconscious mind. You have to do a keyword question for your subconscious mind to trigger certain things. Okay, but so what you're gonna do with this book with your eyes closed, you're gonna turn to a random page, just flip through and point your finger in that thing, like here, right? And just take a look at the phrase or look at the page or the page number, right? Because we deal with everything, numbers, signs, symbols, words, and we tying everything in a package here. Remember, You know, everything's interconnected, so I'm here putting things together in a nice little package so you can get a, you know, better messages from your higher selves. Okay, so it'll be through numbers, words, signs, symbols, patterns, you name it, but you got to be open to receive, to connect it, you know, to connect your own dots. Okay, so next we have the 2 coin or flat stone method. You know, layman's term, we call this head tails. You know, you drop it on the floor, table. So 2, you know, 2 heads clear yes, you know, 2 tails equal a clear no, 1 head and a tail maybe. And at the end of the day, whatever it says, the choice is always yours. It's up to you. But test things out. You're going to refine and repeat the process until you can find a sweet spot and start trusting your own process. And lastly, here we have augury. Basically, it's basically, in my terms, it's called, you know, conscious observation. Because there's a, you know, there's a pattern, a hidden pattern in everything, you know, in this universe within you, and it loves to express itself in the outer reality through animals, objects. And we talked about them animal guys, so I gave you guys some good ones with them animal guys and some objects, right? But it does with people. Like, the universe love express itself through people that don't look like you, talk like you, just to give your butt a message, and also line up certain patterns. But, you know, as you start to see these things or encounter these situations, build an inner list of the meanings for you. You may have to write them down too. But again, ask yourself, start asking yourself stronger questions like, how can I, you know, become a better person? How can I, you know, learn more about, you know, whatever you want to learn? But, you know, these questions are going to encourage these new ideas, okay? And also it's going to help you tap into your next step so you can find those possible solutions. But at the end of the day, it's all about practice, okay, guys? So these are my own personal takeaways when you're tapping in and basically getting some extra download light code messages, you know, from your inner divine self, right? Because you all that and a bag of chips, all right? Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, okay? All right, guys, but be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you. If you really appreciate the content, go ahead and drop a thank you. I really appreciate that too. All right, because I'm giving you guys some good energy and some good value here that you can incorporate with your life. That way you can, you know, as you test things out, find your own sweet spot, you'll be able to help other people, because the universe love lining up people that's going to need your assistance down the line. Okay, so just be open to receive. All right, but we'll be back with another presentation soon. And as we close things out, as always, our purpose and mission require learning a whole bunch of life lessons to gain that experience and knowledge for our soul growth. So if you've been doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, that's the true definition of insanity. All right, it's never too late to rewrite your story, okay? But you got to do something now. You got to do something new to get new results, okay? So as you grow, share your knowledge and wisdom with people. Trust your own inner voice, your own energy. You know, everything matters. Follow, create your own biorhythm and flow. And here we go. And most important, you better start paying yourself first. Don't get played out here, player. All right. So this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. We'll be back with another divine alignment very soon. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Keep leveling up. Stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.